Hi, it's Joey Reynolds in Florida, and you're not hearing the roar of the air conditioner because it's cool out. See, after the hurricane, there's a little bit of a breeze, and then there's a lull after the storm as well, and it gets sunny and cool. And we'll be back into the Miami Heat tomorrow, and I'm not talking about the basketball team either. So we're having the after effects in Fort Lauderdale. We're in that Band of Rain series. That's over now. You guys are going to be appreciating this storm in the Carolinas and then eventually up to New York as it goes up north. Everything good starts in the south, and everything in Maine ends poorly. We dump it all into Canada. We used to blame it in Buffalo. We'd blame all the bad weather on Canada. We'd always say, "Oh, it's the snow is from Canada." You know, we blame the Canadians always get the bad news when you're up north, and then when you're down here, they blame it on Cuba. They haven't had power in Cuba since Castro died, but they're talking about lights, I guess. This has been a different kind of a time in history. Again, I say that every day because every day is a different time in history when we have new things to deal with, like rock and roll bands that are coming up that are high in estrogen. This, what is this, second day of summer or something they call it, or the last 2 days of summer? And they were on the Today Show, and they got these hunks on there, and the girls are all screaming, all little girls, you know. Why is it that the little girls, I always wondered this when I was a disc jockey too, because they weren't screaming for me until I was overweight, and I was very popular, and they all screamed for me until the Beatles came. Glamour entered the picture, and I was gone, you know. Why is it that I know this is going to be a ridiculous question, but I wonder why these little girls always look at these pretty boys and they go to these what they call the boy bands, you know, and they lust after them, and they know all the lyrics, they know all the songs, they boogie, they bop, and it's been this way ever since I was a kid. I don't think I ever had a favorite rock and roll star. Yeah, I take that back. I had a choice between Pat Boone and Elvis, and I chose Elvis. But Pat's still around. Elvis is gone, so maybe Elvis was right for some people, but wrong for the planet. I liked a little bit of the rock and roll when I was a kid, and I was thinking about it. Was it ever sexual with me? I don't know. Yeah, if you're dancing close, I gave myself a hickey once so that I could join the party of all the girls used to come down to my basement and dance, you know. And then one day I joined them. So, you know, we are in a time of change again where we are looking at things that are new, but then, too, there's some things that are the same. One of them is these little girls that scream and go, ah, the teeny weenies, you know. Pre-teens, they call them, I think. Pre-millennials or post-estrogens. What are they? What are they called? I don't know. They whatever it is, there's a lot of ovulation. I mean ovation. Yeah, one's a guitar, the other one is very messy. So we don't have a good handle on the sexuality in our country. We're still very primitive, very Puritan. We act like nobody ever has sex. We cover ourselves, and I mean, not that we should walk around naked. Plus, I wouldn't want to do that in the sun. Some of my body parts don't require a tan. Thank you very much. And I think that we have a change coming with the society as far as the workers are concerned. Nobody wants to go to work. Why are all of my problems answered in the Philippines? I love the Philippines. They're lovely people. But why are all my phone calls going there? Don't we have anybody here that wants to do the work? We have to keep sending it out to... I wouldn't write to Manila for an envelope. So why are we sending all this stuff out all the time? Nobody here wants to do the work. There's no customer service. They call it that, but I don't think anybody knows how to do the job anymore. Maybe because we shifted from electronics too quickly, from regular, real people to robots. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I think we made the switch too fast. We have embraced all the electronics, but I don't think we know how to use them as well as we do dealing with people in real life. I have a lot of friends who are not ready to even install a TV set. I'm not. I don't like making at Christmas time. I don't like to unpack gifts for the kids and put them together. I'm not a big fan of IKEA. I don't like taking a bike and putting it together or assembling something. But there are those who love that. They think they actually, some parents doing that at gift time have more fun opening the gifts and putting them together than the kids do when they actually tear the paper off and say, "Oh, that's nice," and go on to the next one. Because that's how quick it is in America, where we are so consumer oriented, and consumption is a capital sin anymore. I'm guilty of it. I love the new iPhone, the iPhone 14, because it has an extra lens on it. I don't know that it makes me look any better. Hello. Yeah, like Joan Rivers says, I look hours younger. But this is difficult to adjust to a society that has all these electronics that require us to have maintenance when we're not trained. I'm not a mechanical guy. I never was a science guy. I was an art guy. Some people are art and science. I'm just really art. And I don't know about how to put things together easily. I didn't have a father that helped me to assemble stuff. I was not handy in the shop. I wasn't interested in any of that stuff. The thing that I worked best was my mouth. It's still going, isn't it? After all these miles. Hey, I wonder when my time is going to be up if my mouth is. They say I'm going to bury me and my tongue will still be moving. But I wonder if my mouth is still able to do what it used to do back in the 60s. I had a very popular radio show, and again, in the 90s and the terrible twos, 2012, 2015. I'm now in a place where I can sit and talk and ad lib and do all of this stuff, but you couldn't do this back then because it was boring. Adults like to listen to chat, but kids don't want to have chat unless they're hearing about something they're going to get, and if they're gonna get something out of it, maybe that's what the boy bands are all about. Maybe they think they're going to have sex with these people. What a revelation, huh? It's a fat chance, or no chance if you're fat. It's a Reynolds wrap